Yo, what is going on, guys? Ice Cream here. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to drop Avengers through the map. Hopefully the most successful way possible, because I did find another video, but any tutorials and stuff, it just always blew up. I'm going to tell you guys the proper place to actually drop it down in the map. To do this, you're going to need a friend to help you. You guys will need to own the same bunkers, and you guys will need to own facilities, obviously, and Avengers. So basically what I'm going to be doing, the character that I'm showing right now is going to be the Giver. I'm giving the Avenger I brought online that's stored on this character right now to my other character, my other account. So your friend that's helping you is going to be receiving, needs to call out a car and go ahead and get into it. They're going to pull it up to the front of the bunker. You are going to go ahead, the Giver is going to go ahead and register as a CEO, and go ahead and send your friend that is driving an invite to your club, your CEO, not a motorcycle club. What they're going to do, they're going to go ahead and pull up their phone, they're going to go to the CEO, and they're going to be on the last page of that invite. It says like your wages and stuff like that for being part of their CEO. Once they have that up, they're just going to drive toward the bunker circle. And right as they're about to hit it, they're going to go ahead and accept that invite. Right there. It should stop you from going in the bunker. And your mini-map should enlarge just like mine just did. If you get sucked into the bunker, they didn't accept that invite. So just go ahead and come back out and try that part again. And sometimes they'll accept it too early and you don't get stuck. So just retry it again. It's really not that hard. Now once you've done that, we're going to drive away from the bunker far enough to where the map has started rendering. So basically what we're going to do, we're just going to drive down to the airfield. And this method is mainly for DMO Avengers. So now once we're down here, the friend that was driving needs to get out of the car and let you slide over to the driver's seat. And then they need to press and hold triangle to kick you out of the car. Usually they pull them out. I don't know why mine wouldn't pull them out, so I had to go around and actually kick them out of the side door. But if you pull them out from the driver's side, they'll be frozen. So they just need to press pause, online, Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack, and back out. I guess if you end up going around the car and kicking them out, they're not frozen. So that's that. Once we're unfrozen, we can go ahead and unregister as a CEO. And now I'm going to go ahead and call the Avenger out so we can head over to Mount Chiliad. In order to do this, the best way, there's also a job someone created. It's called Avenger. I'll put a link for it in the description. And basically what it is the job marker on the map is right above the facility. So basically you just kind of go to that right up here, that orange race up there, right there, and we're basically going to go to that and fly it down. But I'm going to show you the certain spot to fly it down at. You don't go right in the middle of that emblem, because you're going to probably most likely blow up the Avenger every time you land in there. So I was going to go get the Avenger, but apparently I can't reach it. So we're going to go ahead and fast forward a little bit, because I'm going to have my other account go over there, grab it, and park it over here for me. And once you have the Avenger where you can actually get it, your friend needs to go to their facility. Or actually what I do, I go to the bunker first. Because my facility and bunker are the farmhouse and the wind farm. So I go back up to the bunker, I go in it to get my interaction menu back. Then I head over toward the facility, and on my way over there I request my Avenger out of my facility for the receiver. Nobody can have their Avengers in the facility because it could blow up. So that's what I do. I had my other character go back to the bunker, get their interaction menu back, and then on the way over there call their Avenger out and then go into the facility. And basically what they're going to do, they're going to stand there and wait for this to hopefully drop through successfully. So now what we're going to do, we're going to head on over to Mount Chiliad, and it's really quite easy once you find the spot to drop the Avenger. Excuse me. A lot of people, I've watched 1 or 2 videos on how to do it, and they sucked. Like, they said to put a purple marker on the map, and that's where you need to fly down the facility. That is, I mean, you could do it. You might get one in there like once every 20, 30 tries successfully without it blowing up, but that's the wrong spot to be dropping an Avenger in. So we'll be showing you the correct spot to drop the Avengers in so you have more success, because this takes a while. Like, if you're just sitting there blowing them up, it takes probably like 10-15 minutes each time just to drop one Avenger in, and if it blows up every time, you're wasting a lot of time. So once we've flown through Mount Chiliad over here by the marker, we're going to fly over to it. And right now I want you to focus on the mini-map. Once you're under the map, the mini-map is basically the only concern you need to be watching. So you notice on your cursor when you're pointing forward, and in the Avenger it has the little lines going forward. It's like 5 little lines to show you you're going forward. On your mini-map, you need to set that up to where it's just slightly right of the casino. So look for the diamond, and then line that up slightly to the right of the casino. Not very much right, just barely over to the right. So if you look at my mini-map, you notice that I have it lined up barely to the right of it. Now the next thing you need to do is on the job marker, you know, it's a flag, it's a race, it's a flag. So you need to line the bottom of your cursor up even with the top of the flag. You don't want to be right in the middle of that job circle or job marker. You want to be like basically right on the very edge of the top of the flag. Like, you want to be flush with it on the top. So your cursor, your little triangle, the bottom of that needs to be flush with the top of the flag. Don't be right in the middle of the flag. So once you do that, just kind of keep it in place. Make sure you're still facing the right way toward the casino, a little slightly to the right, and we're just going to descend. You just need to keep those 2 things lined up. So if you need to, let off the, downward power of it and recorrect whatever you need to recorrect, and then go ahead and lower it more. There's no rush here. So, and right there, eventually, once you go down so far, you will spawn into the facility. So I guess the point there is to get it in there without blowing it up. Alright, so, and another thing, do this with only 2 people in the session. And if you have DMO, he's only in there for a second, then gets kicked. Because for some reason, when we had more people in the session, it was not letting the player get into the Avenger. So, even when I did successfully drop it. But once that Avenger is in the facility and your friend can see it, all they're going to do is go ahead and go over and get into it. It should give them right D-pad to modify it. And they're just going to change like the armor or something real quick just to get a save on it. And that will change their actual Avenger into that Avenger. But they have to change something about the one that you just dropped in. Now I had them invite me over here so I could show you exactly where I dropped it through. And it's right exactly where the actual Avenger is supposed to be. That's why I told you guys to line your cursor up at the top of that flag, because this is where it's going to drop it down if you're lined up with that. See, if you're in the middle of the flag, you're going to drop back where all those beams are. And most of the time when you drop down where these beams are, it bounces around and it blows up. So just pay attention to the minimap, make sure the bottom of your cursor is lined up with the very top of that flag. And you should be able to get it almost every time. But my account, I had them modify the Avenger, so it is his now. And even what I do after that, I return the Avenger to storage, and I change something else about it again after their original ones back in there, just to make sure it saves. That's just something I do. But that's pretty much it. Like, a lot of people will tell you to drop it right in the middle of that emblem, and that's not where you want to drop it. You're just going to end up wasting hours of time probably if you just keep doing that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a like. Subscribe if you guys are new. And I hope you guys all have a good day, man. Peace.